As the Rugby World Cup comes to an end, Irish fans look back with a strong whiff of what-if commentary. An Irish Times article quoted Jonathan Liew writing in The Guardian as arguing, "You've strived for 4 years, put a plan together, beat the best in the world, and none of this protects you from heartbreak." Daniel O'Leary, the Leeds-based priest, before he died from cancer, wrote from his sickbed that it is only love that enables me, even momentarily, to face my own powerless, helpless fragility just now. Media commentator Terry Prone describes how as death circled her husband Tom Savage, a former Catholic priest, she asked Tom, "Do you believe in anything now?" And Tom, naming his wife and son Anton, replied, "I believe in you and Anton." Daniel O'Leary, at the worst moments of his illness, cried out, "It seems that God's love does not protect me from anything, but somehow enables me, strengthens and supports me." In this weekend's Gospel from Matthew, the religious elite continue their attempts to discredit Jesus as he teaches in the temple. They try to trick him by asking which of the laws of Judaism are the most important. Jesus responds by quoting Deuteronomy and Leviticus, "Love the Lord your God, love your neighbor as yourself." All other laws hang on these two. They are the lens through which all else is to be interpreted. I always find it helpful when struggling to remember love is where we've come from and it is our destiny. It is who you truly are and who I am too. Daniel O'Leary argued that you can only truly love and help others along their lives' awkward paths as far as you have endured your own experience of agony. Irish rugby star Keith Earls retired from the game after Ireland's exit from the World Cup. Last weekend, Earls was seen casually buying a takeaway Chinese for his wife Edel and 3 daughters. Speaking about his autobiography, Fight or Flight, in 2021, Earls said, "I wanted to walk away from rugby to make the pain stop." Keith's detailed description of the excruciating back pain that he experienced for years would make anyone grateful for being able to simply sit or walk or sleep without a second's thought. Keith writes about his troubled alter ego, whom he calls Hank. The name is borrowed from a persona in the Jim Carrey film Me, Myself and Irene. "It's what they used to say to me at home," he says. "Is it Hank or is it Keith?" He's a pain to stress that his family has always supported him and loved him. Hank, to Earl's mind, is the part of him that's prone to bouts of severe depression. It has been crippling at times, impacting on his sport and family life and general sense of self. It is said that a tree gets its roots in the soil, yet reaches the sky. It tells us that in order to aspire, we need to be grounded, and that no matter how high we go, it is from our roots that we draw sustenance. The monk Thomas Merton liked to say, "The beginning of love is to let those we love be perfectly themselves, and not to twist them to fit our own image. Otherwise, we love only the reflection of ourselves we find in them." At a time when artificial intelligence promises to replace teachers and educate the next generation of students, at a time when people pay €1,250 to simply register with a dating agency, there's a power in Jesus' emphasis on love. Derek Muller, a superb science educator who works online, argues that teaching is about more than transferring knowledge. He asserts the most important thing a teacher does is make every student feel important and make them accountable for the work of learning. Jesus affirms that when we love one another, we are loving God, that our human love is divine love incarnate. To love God more is to intensify, purify, and spread our love for each and every creature in our world, especially those we find most difficult. We draw inspiration from the stories of Daniel O'Leary, Keith Earls, and Terry Prone. We absorb the wisdom of Jesus, Merton, and Muller. We continue to draw from the roots of our faith and families. We let the poet Rumi bring it all together with a subtle truth expressed as follows: whatever you love, you are. Amen.